The Simpsons. 35 years on air. Over 750 episodes. Watched by billions worldwide. But what if I told you that some episodes were so dangerous, so controversial, that they were wiped from existence? Not censored, not edited, completely erased. And one of these bans, it happened because of a real-world disaster so shocking that broadcasters acted overnight. I'm about to expose 3 episodes that powerful people desperately wanted buried forever. One was deleted after a celebrity's dark secret surfaced. Another vanished after the worst terrorist attack in American history. And the third was banned because it accidentally exposed something so twisted about our society that networks panicked. But here's the disturbing part. These aren't random coincidences. There's a pattern here that reveals how censorship has been secretly reshaping television, and The Simpsons might be the biggest victim of them all. Stay with me, because what I'm about to show you will change how you see Springfield forever. Let's start with the most heartbreaking disappearance in Simpsons history. Season 3, Episode 1, Stark Raving Dad. Homer ends up in a mental hospital where he meets a gentle giant who claims to be Michael Jackson. The character befriends Bart, writes a birthday song for Lisa, and delivers one of the most touching performances in the show's history. Here's the kicker, it really was Michael Jackson. The king of pop himself voiced the character, kept secret until the episode aired. For 28 years, fans considered it a masterpiece. Then March 2019 happened. Leaving Neverland documentary hit HBO with explosive allegations against Jackson. Within 3 months, Disney Plus scrubbed the episode. Syndication pulled it. James L. Brooke, the show's executive producer, made an unprecedented announcement. The episode would be banned forever. Think about that. The Simpsons, a show that mocks religion, politics, and every sacred cow in America, drew the line at a cartoon character voiced by a pop star. Fans were devastated. Online petitions exploded. Some called it artistic censorship. Others said protecting victims mattered more than nostalgia. But here's what nobody expected. This was just the beginning. Because our next banned episode involves something far more sinister. A tragedy that turned innocent cartoon comedy into a painful reminder of America's darkest day. September 1997. The Simpsons aired their love letter to New York City. Homer travels to Manhattan to retrieve his car, parked between the Twin Towers after one of Barney's legendary drinking binges. The episode was pure celebration. Homer explores the city, visits the World Trade Center, even dines at windows on the World Restaurant. The towers weren't just background scenery, they were characters in the story, representing New York's power and majesty. 4 years later, those towers were gone. September 11, 2001 changed everything. Within hours of the attacks, Fox yanked the episode off all future broadcasts. International networks followed. For years, the city of New York versus Homer Simpson became television's ghost story, listed in episode guides but impossible to watch. But here's where it gets twisted. This wasn't permanent censorship. By 2006, the episode quietly returned to syndication. No announcement, no explanation. It just reappeared. Some fans didn't even realize it had vanished until they noticed gaps in their DVD collections. Others remembered watching bootleg copies traded like forbidden contraband. The episodes became a time capsule of pre-9/11 innocence. Too painful to watch, too important to forget. But if you think tragedy-based censorship is disturbing, wait until you discover our final episode. Because this one was banned for something far more chilling. It revealed a truth about human nature that society wasn't ready to face. Quick question. Do you remember this episode being missing after 9/11? Let me know in the comments if you noticed it vanished. Here's where things get really dark. Season 13's Blame It on Lisa aired in 2002, sending the Simpson family to Brazil for what seemed like harmless international comedy. Lisa sponsors an orphan. The family visits Rio de Janeiro, and chaos ensues with typical Simpsons humor. But Brazil didn't find it funny. The episode portrayed Rio as crime-ridden, dangerous, and crawling with kidnappers and pickpockets. Brazilian officials were furious, calling it racist propaganda that would damage tourism. The country's tourism board filed formal complaints with Fox demanding the episode be banned worldwide. And here's the shocking part. It worked. Fox pulled the episode from Brazilian broadcast permanently. Several other South American countries followed suit. But the controversy didn't stop there. It exposed something sinister about how The Simpsons views the world outside America. Fans who defended the episode pointed out that The Simpsons mocks American cities just as harshly. But critics revealed a pattern. Episodes featuring foreign countries often relied on stereotypes that would be considered offensive if applied to American locations. This wasn't just about one episode anymore. It was about cartoon imperialism. American shows exporting their worldview globally while claiming it's just comedy. The ban sparked international debates about cultural representation in animation. Some countries began reviewing other Simpsons episodes for offensive content. Others started demanding creative input on episodes featuring their nations. But this controversy pales in comparison to what I'm about to reveal next. The most shocking truth about how censorship has completely transformed The Simpsons. Here's what nobody talks about. These 3 episodes aren't isolated incidents. They're symptoms of a much larger disease eating away at creative freedom. Since 1989, The Simpsons has been altered, edited, and banned over 40 times worldwide. Religious episodes censored in certain countries, political satire removed in others, entire storylines rewritten to avoid controversy. But here's the part that should terrify you. Matt Groening has admitted that modern episodes are now pre-censored. Writers avoid certain topics entirely, create safe versions of jokes, and run content past sensitivity consultants before it even reaches the networks. The Simpsons, the show that once told authority figures to eat my shorts, now asks permission before making fun of them. This isn't just about cartoon censorship, it's about the slow death of satirical freedom in America. The show has taught an entire generation that everything that was fair game for comedy has been quietly neutered by the very system it used to mock. Every banned episode represents a small victory for censorship. Every edited scene is a step toward a world where comedy must be approved by committee. And The Simpsons, once the most dangerous show on television, has become a cautionary tale about what happens when rebels become part of the establishment. So here's what I need to know. Do you remember any of these banned episodes? Have you noticed scenes that felt different when rewatching old episodes? And here's the big question. Should art be retroactively censored when society's values change? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Tell me if you think The Simpsons sold out or if they're just adapting to survive. And if this blew your mind, smash that subscribe button because I'm just getting started. Next week, I'm exposing the banned cartoon episodes that make The Simpsons look tame. Episodes so controversial they nearly destroyed entire animation studios. Hit the bell icon, because trust me, the rabbit hole of forbidden cartoons goes much deeper than Springfield. And some of these secrets will make you question everything you thought you knew about the shows that shaped your childhood. The truth has been hidden long enough.